Okay, so now that we have our stuff, what we can do is we can do a function. I want you to do this to start. Count if, zoom in here. Oh. Count if, hold on. Let me zoom in. Okay, we're gonna do equals count if, open parentheses, then we're going to highlight all of the customers. Highlight all the customers. Put a comma. Open quote. Star. Close quote. Close parentheses. And then if we click enter, then what that'll do is it'll count all of the customers for us. This specific person, this specific business has 102 customers. So, how many companies does AR consist of? Okay. A, accounts receivable, consists of 102 companies. Period. Accounts receivable consists of 102 companies. What type of companies? Well, let's check. What do all these companies have in common? Every single one of these companies is a meal, but some of you guys, these companies might not be so specific. So we're gonna focus on the big three companies. So again, if we go and we look up Oral Wheat. Okay, it looks like they're a whole grain company, blah blah blah. They make whole wheat bread. Jack Daniels whiskey. Okay, they look like they're a whiskey company. They're manufacturing whiskey. Whiskey is made with whole wheat or with wheat. It's fermented wheat. Okay, and if we do Pepperidge Farms. Pepperidge Farms. They make a brand of baked goods, which I'm guessing is made from whole wheat. So, okay, we can competently say what types of companies. Our customer only sells to companies which need whole wheat in the raw. There we go. Our customer mainly sells to companies which need whole wheat in the raw. How much of net income is tied up in accounts receivable? So, as of right now, we have where is it? We have $979,000 worth of accounts receivable, and we have, here we go. Commercial banking. We have 5 million sales, 16 million sales. How much of net income is tied up in AR? Yeah, just delete that question. That's going to take too long to explain. Okay, what are terms for AR collection? Discounts, average pay times. Okay. What are the terms? So it looks like they offer terms ranging from 30 days. They offer a 30-day term, 60-day term, 90-day term, and 120-day term. And they don't offer any discounts. If they did have discounts, then it would say, it would be in front of due within 30 days, and there would be something here that says discount, right? So we're gonna say the customer offers 30-day, 60-day, 60-day, 90-day, and 120-day terms. They do not offer their customers discounts for early payment or any other incentives for that matter. Or any other incentives. And now we can delete that out. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. So now what we have written is accounts receivable consist of 102 companies. Our customer mainly sells our customers mainly, oh my gosh, word. Our customer mainly sells to companies which need whole wheat in the raw. The customer offers 30-day, 60-day, and 30-day, 60-day, 90-day, and 120-day terms. They do not offer their customers discounts for early payment or any other incentives. And we came up with the terms. Remember, we came up with the terms because when we look at the AR aging report, we can see that they have terms for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and 120 days. These are their terms. Their customers can pay within this time frame. And we can accurately assume that any account passing 120 days is dropped off of the report and it's lumped into their account uncollectible receivables. And I also want y'all to think about adding a comment or taking a comment out. A good comment to add right here is, well, the average days outstanding is 30 days as of, and this account receivable report coincides with, if we go to our working capital chart, and if you guys haven't done this yet, you should probably do this before you do the accounts receivable homework. As of May 2025, they have a 30-day accounts receivable, so we can verify that if we need to. But as far as their accounts receivable aging report tells us, their average outstanding days is 30 days. So we can say average days outstanding is 30 days as of May 2025. No, not May. Wrong. As of June 2025. June, right? Maybe. As of June 2025. That's what I thought. Yeah. As of June 30th, 2025. So now we've got a full set of comments for them for that section. Let's go ahead and highlight the rest of this so that we can know what we've done and what we haven't done. Undo that. Yeah, let's go ahead and highlight what we haven't done so that we can know what we're gonna do. Okay. So we still have to do our summary of concentration 1. And remember, we're not just gonna do a summary of concentration 1. We're gonna do a summary of all 3 of the larger companies. I only have summary of concentration 1 because once you finish it, you can Control C and you can Control V and you can create more, right? So Control C, Control V. If you're on a Mac, it should be Command V, Command C. So Control C, Command C, Control V, Command V. Anyways, you can copy and paste it and it'll create more. Okay, so again, we're going to Control C, copy, then we're going to Control V, paste, Control V, paste, Control V. We have to do one for the big 3, right? Their big 3 is going to be Oro Wheat, Jack Daniels, and Pepperidge Farms. So we're going to say summary of concentration number 1. We're going to type in Oro Wheat. And then we're going to do a 3-sentence summary of the company it's owed to. And then why do they trust them? Okay, good. So let's go and let's look up Oro Wheat. So for this, I want y'all to do 2 bullet points for why do we trust them. Let's say Let's do why do we trust them too. So we're going to do the second statement first, because we can verify that on our own. Well, we trust them because on average, they pay within 32 days. So we trust that Oro Wheat will, oh, not we trust that, okay. Oro Wheat has historically repaid receivables within 30 days. Or actually, let me rephrase that so that statement is more accurate. Let's say Oro Wheat has receivables outstanding. Let's say Oro Wheat's receivables outstanding are averaging 30 days. That's good. That's a good statement. There we go. Oro Wheat's receivables outstanding are averaging 30 days. They also have, I know that sounded weird. They also have $215,000 worth of receivables outstanding with our borrower. Outstanding. And we're not going to finish it there. So we're going to add one more comment in here. So Oro Wheat. Now let's see if Oro Wheat, maybe they're publicly traded stock. Let's type in stock. Okay, it looks like they're private. Oh, that sucks. Okay, anyways, let's go into it. Well, that's all we can say. Okay. And now, 3-sentence summary of company it's owed to. Okay, so that should be simple. What we want to do is we want to know when, where, who, what, why, right? We want to know when, where, who, what, why, right? That's what we want to know. So let's answer when first. When did this company get created? How long has Oro Wheat been around? And we should be able to find that on this company. Oh, look, about us. That's sorting it down. Okay, from blah, blah, blah. It all started back in 1932. When Herman and Betty, we got our when and we got our who right there. When and who. So, when Oro Wheat is a company that dates back to 1932. It was established in Los Angeles, by Herman and Betty Dreyer. Okay, it started off, opened a small retail shop in LA that was half baked, half bakery, half grocery store, and full on delightful. Oh yeah, sure. Back then, you couldn't find a premium, blah, blah, blah. We started small. The couple gave brick by brick, baked the loaf, blah, blah, blah. Betty no longer makes themselves, or wheat is still bringing you bread you can believe in. Okay. So, no ad nonsense. Energy Star, partner, year. Sustainability is baked. Blah, blah, blah. Planting the seeds of change. Philadelphia park cleanup. Oh, it looks like they do a lot of community service. Well, that's a perk. Okay, so we got our win. We got our win. We got our who. So now we need to know what and why and where. Okay, it was established in LA, but that doesn't solve our where. We want to know how many locations they have now. How many locations do they have now? Career distributorships. Maybe it'll be in here. Nope, that's not it. Finding stores. Here we go. Dang, this company might be too big to find that out. Yeah. Nah, whatever. We'll just stick with LA. Alright, so now let's find out what. Okay, as we look through the products that they have offered, we can tell that their main products, or all their products, are bread. So bread, 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 bread. Okay, so what is Oro Wheat? Oro Wheat is a bread manufacturer and distributor. And you might be wondering, oh, how do you know that they distribute? Well, they have right here, become a distributor. Bimbo USA. Are you interested in owning your own business and selling some? So they're distributing this bread too. They're paying people to distribute the bread. Bimbo Bakery. Yeah, so they're distributing this bread, right? So we can write down Oro Wheat is a bread manufacturer and distributor. Again, now you might be wondering why. Again, why do we trust them? Why are we giving them grace? Well, remember, we already answered that down here. So we can just take that out. That was quick. That was a quick little 2-sentence summary. We know who Oro Wheat is. We know how long they've been in business. We know who established them. We know what they do. And we know why we should trust them. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing for the other two businesses. And I'm going to do that off screen and I'll pick back up with you guys. Okay, so now I finished filling out Pepperidge Farms and Jack Daniels. So we're going to go ahead and finish accounts receivable, uncollectible, and inventory. We're going to go ahead and run through inventory pretty quickly. Okay. Accounts receivable, accounts uncollectible. Uncollectible accounts is what that's meant to say, so let's move that over. Uncollectible accounts. Let's pop. Okay, what percentage of AR is past 90 days? So that's going to be... that's odd. Let's go ahead and pull out our calculator. Zoom in here. What percentage is past 90 days? So we're going to do 90 plus, that's 108, 681, divided by our total, which is 979, 897, enter. 11% of our total inventory, or our total AR is past 90 days. So what was that again? 11%? Okay. 11% of accounts are past 90 days. The borrower recognizes AR as uncollectible at 120 days. This makes up a total of money sign 108 M, period. Okay, does everyone see how I made that statement? Just real simple. 11% of accounts receivable are past 90 days. The borrower recognizes accounts receivable as uncollectible at 120 days. So remember, if we go and reference our accounts receivable aging, they have terms all the way to 120 days. Once you pass 120, they recognize it as uncollectible. We recognize it as uncollectible at 90 days though, so we exclude 11%, or we exclude this 90-day account from our total. Yeah, okay. How many companies have AR past 90 days? You could do that if you want to. I don't want to. And remember, I'm the teacher though. You know, you guys gotta go and count. Actually, let's go ahead and do it. Let me stop being lazy. Let's see. All companies, all of the borrowers' companies have AR past 90 days. Okay. Are there any prior liens? Are there any liens? No, we have first lien. So we'll say, remember, our bank is called Texas Capital, no, Texas Southern Capital Bank will have first lien on AR. Okay? And as a matter of fact, let's go back to Collateral. Let's click enter real quick. And then let's say Texas Capital, Texas, not Texas Capital, Texas Southern Capital Bank will have first lien on AR and inventory. Okay? So now let's underline, let's shrink that down, 1, 2, and now we have that statement, okay? We need that statement. That's basically saying that nobody gets paid from the sale of collateral until we get paid from the sale of collateral. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. If it doesn't, make sure you Google how liens work on YouTube. Okay, so inventory summary. Condition of inventory. What does inventory consist of? What are they selling? Okay, condition of inventory. So let's drag this to the right. Let's pull up our inventory account. Inventory, here we go. Drag this right here. What does inventory consist of? Inventory for this specific company that I'm working on. Let's open up the conversation with Nelson. Oh, wrong customer. Oh, wait. This company that I'm working on, Oro Wheat, is a distributor of whole wheat. However, I'm taking inventory from Neptune Global Security for the sake of explaining to you guys how it works. So let's go ahead and take the inventory from this company as it stands. So I'm going to go to the conversation between Nelson and Eddie, and I'm going to see if he doesn't mention what they're selling. Oh, we provide security solutions for home builders and retail businesses. That includes surveillance systems, access locks. Oh, we could just copy that just straight up. Control C. That saves us a lot of time. What does inventory consist of? Inventory consists of Control V. So inventory consists of literally the merge formatting. Text only. Inventory consists of surveillance systems, inventory access locks, inventory access control, door locks, and intrusion detection. How long does inventory last? Inventory has a long shelf life. And let's see. Well, in this conversation, we're not going to see it mentioned. However, if you guys have, if you guys are working on Brian's beans, he's going to discuss the shelf life of their beans. So let's see if he doesn't mention it. 19, natural step for me. Let's see if we can't find it. About 22 seconds per batch. Okay, 400K. Tax strategy. Let's see. Aggressive sales rep. Truly. Maritime. Stock on hand. Okay. Oop. Oh, here we go. It's a game changer. Seconds batch. Warehouse more efficient. Oh, this one. Yep, here we go. Right here. Okay, Brian Bernard says it's a game changer right now. This new system gets us down to 5 seconds and weighs the beans down an ounce. Okay, so they found a way to get a more accurate measure of beans, which will be a great addition to add in here. So if you want to say like inventory value, how do they count their inventory? Right here, if you have Brian's beans, I'm going to give you some gold right here. You would say they purchased a new machine that will measure their beans to the ounce. Right? And in less time, providing more precise measurements and right. This new system will get us down to 5 seconds and weighs beans to the ounce. Okay. And reduces time from 22 seconds to 5 seconds per batch. Okay, that's a really good statement to have inside of here. That's how they're measuring it. And remember, do they use a SKU? Okay, right. Do they use a SKU? I'm asking you that because I want you to say the borrower measures inventory using SKU numbers. Right? Just keep it simple. So that's 2 comments here. And remember, this comment is for Brian's beans. Now, we don't really know how they value their things. Are they using FIFO, LIFO, or average cost? If you know how to calculate that, calculate it. If you don't, then you might be stuck. And I'm not sure if they mention inside of here. Make sure that you guys read the conversation because the conversation might explain what way they're doing. Is any inventory depreciated? No. Right? All inventory on hand is not stale. They do not have stale inventory. Stale inventory is when inventory does not sell. So if we read the conversations, they'll let you know, hey, we had to get rid of $200,000 worth of inventory. They'll just say it. Make sure you guys read the conversations. Make sure you read the conversations. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to make that your required reading for this week. Okay, how quickly does it turn compared to the industry? So you guys are going to need to know this. Now, for the sake of this one, I'll just make up a number, but I'll show you how to do that later. Anyways, we'll say AR days on hand is 48 days for the sake of keeping this simple. So my company's inventory is 0. How does it compare to industry? They turn inventory more quickly than the industry. They turn inventory more quickly than the industry. inventory more quickly than the industry. That's just this company that I made up. I made up these numbers. I'll show you guys where to pull these numbers from and how to get these numbers throughout the week too. Okay, inventory has a long shelf life. Yep, sure does. Okay, so I know I'm moving quickly, but I don't want you guys having to sit around watching this video forever. Inventory location, where is it located? Leased or owned real estate. So if you guys have Nelson Malbrook or Brian's Beans, inside the conversation they'll let you know where it's located. And if they don't let you know, make sure that you visit the company's website. Make sure you visit the company's website, and then it'll explain it to you. Okay. Okay. Where is it located? Let's say it's located. Okay, let me not do that to you guys. I'll open it. Fine. Okay. So project Neptune Security. Remember, this is the one that I'm using as the example. So if you have this one, it's going to save you some time. You're going to go to Neptune website, right? You're going to go to the website. Okay. Present. Right, we're on the company website, company history, mission statement, overview, products and solutions, products, history, mission statement, it'll probably be over here, growth timeline, locations, here we go. Okay, headquarters, and then they have these ones in Florida, blah, blah, blah. So we'll say inventory is going to be located at their headquarters, guys. It's going to be located at the headquarters. Remember that. Oh, operations hub. Denver Solution Center, Regional Hub, National Branch Corporation. Okay, operations hub. So for this company, if you guys have Neptune Global Security, inventory is going to be held at the Georgia Atlanta Operations Hub. It's going to be held at their operations hub in Georgia. So let me see if I can't get into that. That's 960. We don't like when inventory is held in a different state, but so be it. Is located at 9605 Watchtower Road, Atlanta, GA 30303. Okay. Right on. Right on. Okay. Inventory location. Okay, we got it. They owned it. Owned real estate. This is owned real estate. Okay. Are there liens on inventory? No. Texas Southern Capital Bank has first lien on inventory. My spell check is off. Okay, so now let's delete that. This is how this section should look when you're finished with it. Quick little 1-2. We got to figure it out. Y'all should be able to get through this pretty quickly. It'll probably take you like maybe 2 hours to do your homework, but it's gonna be hard. Remember that. But it's gonna be worth it.